I'm going to talk about CVC words, consonant, vowel, consonant. I call them sounding out words to help the kids remember that these are the ones that, you know, you can point and you can sound it out, each letter individually. It's a big focus in kindergarten to be able to sound out these simple words because we can apply those skills we learn to when big words get much larger. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this. You can do it just simple, like we would in the classroom. Being at home, you have a lot more opportunity to do games with it. So I'll show you a couple of ways to make it more of a game. Pretend you don't see that back there. So one of the first things we do is sound it out just orally. And one way we do that, I'm going to use the word cat as my example today. We tap it out. So we take our three fingers, we take our hand, and we go k, at, and we blend it together. Cat. So we tap out each sound and then we blend it together. What I see a lot for the beginning stages of learning to sound out words is a child can sound it out k, at, but when they put it together, they'll do it differently. So maybe they would, instead of cat, they would say can, or they would say pat or put. So reminding your kid that it's the same sounds, we're just taking it from separate k, at, and putting it into one, cat. So we do tapping and blending. Another way to do it is you can use your arm and you can do start at the top, start at the bottom, doesn't really matter. K, at, cat, or k, at, cat. You can use your whole body. K, at, cat. You can do it standing up. I don't have the space in my up against my closet door underneath the shadow of my folding treadmill, but you can do it standing, you can do it dancing around, any way that works for your child. As long as they're sounding out and they're enjoying it, that is fine. Another way I've done it before is I've done k, at, cat, and that one just is a little bit more silly. Other ways you can do it is this is how I'll do it when I write it in writing or in our morning message. When we're sounding out the word, I'll put dots under each letter to remind them this is the individual letter we're going to focus on making it sound. And then I draw a line from left to right to remind them that we're going to blend it afterwards. So I'm going to point above so I don't block your view, but for the child facing them, you want them to put their finger underneath because that's how we read. In kindergarten, we use our finger to point and keep track. But I'll do it above for the example. So we go k, at, blend it together, cat. So k, at, cat. You could also write it out on different pieces of paper or what have you. If you have magnet letters or any sort of letter toys, anything you want to use. And then you could do, the child would push it away. I'll do it opposite, but k, at, cat. You could do it k, at, cat. Any way that works, that is fine. You can even mix the words together or mix the letters around. Well, let's sound this one out. T, a, k, tack. What about this one? At, k. Oh, that doesn't sound like a real word. And then you can do some games. This is just one I really quickly threw together. I put letters up. You could do the entire alphabet. There's a lot of wiggle room. There's no wrong way to do this, but for the sake of my example, I just put k, at. But you can have them take a ball, their hand, a long stick, whatever. There's lots of room for, I'll move this out of the way. Lots of room for personalizing it. And you could play it like this. All right, I want you to sound the letter out. K, a, t. All right, now read it to me. Cat. Another game you could do, and this isn't sounding out words, but you could write the whole alphabet on the wall. All right, throw the ball at the one that makes the t, t, t sound. And so this is working on hand-eye coordination, being able to aim, being able to discriminate between the letters, being able to see it from afar. And it's all these different skills that we don't really think that we need to teach our kiddos, but because we think they come naturally, but all this extra practice is going to help them to develop these skills much faster and advance their learning. So another game you could play is you could put sight words up, or you could write it with chalk outside. You could put them down on the floor, and you could have them jump on it if it's on the ground. Or where's the word the? Throw the ball at the word the. I've seen people use fly swatters, and you swat the word or the sound. So there's a lot of things you could do. There's no wrong way to do it. If it involves fun and learning, then you can't go wrong. If you want any more ideas or suggestions or videos to show some more games, I'm more than happy to do that. Thank you.